in Saffroponic kit, you get first thing is the temperature controller. Second is humidifier, and inside the humidifier box you can see this is the packet of fungicides and fertilizers. Then you have the mobile adapter to run the humidifier, a funnel to fill water into the humidifier box, and an airflow fan. This is the mobile adapter which gives power to our humidifier, and when you unpack the humidifier, inside the humidifier you are going to get a bag which contains humic acid, fungicides and a fertilizer. And this funnel can be inserted inside the humidifier like this, and water can be filled easily. Then we have an airflow fan with a plug, and we will see how to install it later. And then we have the temperature controller along with a polythene bag which contains the sensor and the back cover of the temperature controller. And this is how the front of the controller looks like. So temperature and humidity sensor and the back cover for the controller. So first thing that we will set up is the fan, and to pass this wire through the hinge, the door hinge of the fridge, we will have to unscrew this screw, remove the cover. Be careful to keep the screws safe, and then remove this orange part. Then you can place the fan inside the fridge wherever you want. So the sticker side is the direction where the air goes. After that, you have to pass this thing through this space where the door rotates. Take this out. Now you have taken out the wire of the fan from the fridge, and you put the plug back together, put this screw, put the nut, and then keep the plug aside. We are going to open the humidifier, take out the fungicide bag, keep it aside. Then you can close the lid of the humidifier, and this is where we will be inserting the adapter. But before that, put the funnel over here and fill the humidifier with water. Filling the humidifier, you can place the humidifier inside the fridge wherever you like. Now you can connect the USB cable into the mobile adapter. Again, the smaller Type-C end of that cable passes through this thing. Keep the adapter aside on the outer side of the fridge, and inside the fridge, put the cable into this Type-C port of the humidifier. So now you have connected the fan as well as the humidifier, and now we will see how to pass this wire of sensor through the fridge. So you can unwind the wire and place this sensor anywhere inside the fridge, and pass the other end of the wire again through the door. Comes out like this. After that, connect it into the rear side or the back side of the temperature controller, and be careful to keep yellow always on the left side. It's also marked over here, yellow, black, red. So that is how we we will also connect it. So the way to connect it is put it here like this and press it a little bit. After that you can put the cover like this and your temperature controller is ready. So now you can place the temperature controller, humidity controller at a safe place away from children's reach, and this plug of the temperature controller, you can connect it to the main power supply. Do not switch it on until everything is plugged in. First thing you can make is your humidifier adapter and plug it here to the humidifier port. Next you can plug the fridge into the fridge port, and third you can put the fan in the fan port. If it does not go like this inside, just take a screwdriver, raise the inner plastic a little bit and put this inside. And now everything is plugged in. We will be powering everything on. First thing to power on is this main power switch, but before that ensure that these two switches are turned off. So let's go ahead and turn. So when you turn it on, you will see the light turning on, and these two LEDs, red and blue, means that the controller is turning the fridge as well as the humidifier on. But because this switch is off, which is controlling the fridge as well as the humidifier, the power does not reach the fridge as well as the humidifier. Only when you turn this switch on will the power go into the fridge and the humidifier. So let's go ahead and turn this on and see if the fridge turns on and the humidifier turns. So once you turn it on, you can see the fridge light has turned on. That means the controller is sending power to the fridge and it will start cooling. And inside you can see the humidifier has also turned on. You can see the blue LED light turning on, and you can see the mist also. So now we will be turning on the fan using this switch. Now this switch is giving power to the switch of the grow light as well as the fan. So if you are only using fan, cover this grow light wala switch with a tape or electrical tape to be safe. So we will go ahead and turn on this fan switch and see if the fan starts to work. So turning it on now, and inside the fridge we see the fan has started giving power. You can see the fan is sending. So the red one is the temperature display, and that is set by 1 up and 1 down key. Blue one is humidifier display, and that is set by 2 up and 2 down. So what it is currently showing is the current temperature that the sensor is detecting. So that is 25.3. If you press 1 up key once, it will show the start temperature, that is 20.5. That means if the temperature reaches 20.5, the fridge is going to turn on because it is sensing that it is high temperature, hot temperature. So at 20.5 it is going to start. If you press 1 down key, that is stop temperature, 19.5. We don't want to cool anything below 19.5, so that is stop temperature. 19.5 is the stop temperature. So the temperature is going to be maintained between 19.5 and 20.5 on an average, keeping it between 20 degrees. For humidifier, if you press 2 up key, it is going to show 80% humidity, means it is the start humidity. If anything goes below 80%, it is going to turn on. Now 2 down key, if you press it once, is going to show 85%. That means the stop humidity is 85%, and we should stop the humidifier if the humidity reaches 85%. So now let's see how to set the start temperature and stop temperature. If you press 1 up key for 3 seconds, the red LED is going to start blinking. That is, now it is in the modification mode. When you press, I press it once again, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, and it starts to blink, and it stays like this for 3 seconds. So continue. So immediately you have to start pressing it again to increase. So you can see it increasing, and down arrow key you can use it to decrease it. So if I want to set start temperature as 10.5, I set it as 10.5. This is done by long pressing the 1 up key. Now let's see the stop temperature. if I want to set the stop temperature as 11.5, what I should do. So I long press down arrow key for 3 seconds. The LED starts to blink, and I press the down arrow key to reduce it, or up arrow key to increase it. So I press down arrow key, bring it to 11.5 like this. So my start temperature became 10.5, stop temperature became 11.5. But your formula that we want to give you is always the start temperature is going to be greater than the stop temperature. So we bring the stop temperature to 9.5. Because start temperature was 10.5, we bring it to 9.5. So on an average, the temperature is going to stay between 9.5, the stop temperature, and 10.5, the start temperature. So 10.5 and 9.5. Next is humidity. Similarly, you can set the humidity if we have not already given set to you. We have already set all the temperature, humidity settings for you, which is 80 to 85%. If you want to still change it, you can use the same concept of temperature changing to change the humidity settings also. So this grow light is an extra addition to the temperature controller, and this is given only if you want to use grow lights in your system. Otherwise, you can ignore this and paste some sort of cello tape on it or electrical tape on it.